I think you've gotten the incentive from my videos that I don't really have anything to do with the Liberal Party. I don't feel comfortable identifying in the Liberal Party or being involved in it. I think it used to be used for a lot of good, but I think in the past decade or so, it's gone downhill. I think it's been going downhill, but I think it's really hit the breaking point now. It's bad. The Liberal Party says that they want to look at people as individuals. They want all different kinds of people to be able to come together regardless of skin color, regardless of where you come from or what you look like or what you identify as. And you know, they say this and they pump it into you. And at first you're just like, wow, that sounds really great. But as much as they promote that as like their thing, their progressiveness, again and again, I see people being ostracized for being conservative. And I'm not saying as far as political differences, because obviously if you put a liberal and a conservative, they're not going to agree politically. I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about when they find out someone who's black is conservative. It's like they can't handle it. It's like they just shut down. So this is where I have to backpedal and say that it actually can be political. It can be political in the sense that, like, if you don't agree with their particular politics, they'll accuse you of being a racist. Like, if you don't agree with liberal politics, they'll say it's because you're white, or they'll say it's because you're a race traitor, or that you hate gay people, or something like that. Instead of having an actual constructive argument, they tend to just, name call. The Liberal Party, instead of making concrete reasons to why something issue is wrong, they'll resort to name calling. They'll call you a fascist, they'll call you a Nazi, a racist, those type of things, a sexist, a homophobe, a transphobe, any kind of ist or ism, any kind of negative thing they'll place on you, even if it's not true, which, by the way, remove the meaning of the word completely, but that's another topic. If you're going to promote that your political party involves people, all different types of backgrounds, and that you can just all live with your differences, it's a little hypocritical to then attack people for being different, because I realize with the Liberal Party, they care more about if you look different rather than if you think different. If you don't think how they think, you're an enemy. If a black conservative was trying to talk to a liberal, they couldn't call them a Nazi because, oh, they're black. They're not going to call them racist because a lot of them don't think black people can be racist. Again, another topic, which I've already covered. They might say something like, you're homophobic. What happens if he's a black gay conservative? What is he then? Transphobic? Okay, well, what if he's a gay transgender black conservative? Then usually they'll just comment like no or something and block you. They don't have discussions with you. And if they do, they provide no evidence. They just provide their feelings, resort to name calling. They just try to shut you down by accusing you of things that you aren't. Whole name calling thing. I mean, I've called names too. Like in my previous video, I called Joe Biden an idiot. But when I called Joe Biden an idiot, at least I went into depth about why. I didn't just accuse him of something without backing it up properly. And I've just been seeing more and more and more with the Liberal Party that they just want to accuse you of something and hoping that puts fear into you to shut you down. I don't understand why you could identify with a party that promotes individuality and progressiveness, but tries to beat down on people if they think differently because of their skin color. If a black person is a conservative, a liberal will call them a race traitor, an Uncle Tom, a coon. If you're a gay conservative, they say that you just have internalized homophobia, which is like saying that they hate being gay because they're conservative. It's just getting to the point where for a lot of people, including me, the only reason why I would identify as a liberal is so I don't have to fear being labeled as, like racist or homophobic if I'm not. That's the only reason why. I would be governed strictly by fear. That's it. So I don't want to be governed by fear. I'd much rather be an individual. And don't worry, this isn't how I think every single liberal acts. This has just been my observation as like the general behavior of the party. This is the general behavior of the party. I know there are a few liberals out there that aren't crazy. I'm about the very, very far left, and the reason why I don't identify with it at all. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Peace.